Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You should be watching this video on Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I feel sorry for you. All right, we are here in, we're here in what ship I wish didn't really exist. The Gepard W ships. The W means it's a waste of time because it's just a copy of another ship that you already have. But Wargaming is desperately cranking out them by the dozens, and there are plenty of tryhards out there buying them. Don't buy a W ship. If you get one, don't sell it, because then if you sell it, you'll just get it again. But these things are abysmal. They're a pox upon this game. They should be deleted. Anyone who spent money on them should be compensated double the amount they spent. That's how dumb they are. All right, so we're doing two things in this video today. We are testing out a premium commander called Robin the Fierce. We're on Estuary. We are down tier. We are in Gepard W. So another thing in this kind of weird domination match is the cap arrangement. As you can see, we start with Bravo. The enemy starts with Charlie. Alpha is up for grabs. We are a gunboat. Dominate the battle space, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you aren't very good at destroyers. This is what you should be doing. You don't have to go crazy here. We move into the cap. We anticipate the enemy destroyer's activity. We launch torpedoes. We're going to light them up here with 4 of our guns. We can't get the 5th gun on because they don't want to go full broadside. Backing up, we're moving around. We are going to get spotted. We'll launch the 2nd set of torpedoes. He dodged our 1st. We are still spotted by other ships. He gets to shoot at us. I'm going to turn away here, so provide less of a profile for him and the other ships to shoot at. I feel supported by my team, even though I can't see shells going over me. They're all right behind me, so I don't feel like I need to run away here. I'm just backing up, and I'm going to let those torpedoes go into the smoke screen. He's probably not paying attention. He isn't paying attention. 1 torpedo strike, dev strike, first blood, kill number 1. All right, and now I know the Alpha cap is mine for the taking. There's another destroyer, but I believe he is over by the Charlie cap, and so I can cap out Alpha with impunity. So really, what you're going to see coming up here is not really a showcase of how good or bad Robin the Fierce is, but basically you're going to see me dominate the Alpha cap, and I'm just going to stay in the Alpha cap and direct fire for my teammates. Why? Because I don't need to do anything other than that. Right now we're capping Alpha. There will come a portion of this gameplay where I'm not going to be capping Alpha because it'll be captured. I will get a solo base cap or maybe an assisted base cap. But all I'm doing while remaining in the cap is spotting the enemy ships. That's why I'm moving around. This is one of your jobs as a destroyer, to spot the enemy ships. And then if you have responsive teammates, like I think I pretty much did in this match, it will also allow you to direct fire. All right, here I accidentally started backing up the wrong way. Then I'm going to use my engine boost here to correct my backing activity, which was going awry. And really quickly, I'm going to get Torps out onto Florida because he is encroaching on my space. Over there, we got a Shiny Horse and I believe a Colorado. But again, my team does not need me to do more than I'm doing right now. I'm spotting the enemy. I launched Torps at a ship that was encroaching close enough. Remember, French destroyers generally have a short torpedo range. And I'm spotting the enemy ships for my team. All right, the Florida sees my torpedoes. He's going to turn away. I am not using Felipe Bueno, so I don't have an extra kilometer of range. So my torpedoes fall short of the Florida, but he has to totally turn away to avoid that. And so I've blunted the enemy's push without making a torpedo strike. Please keep that in mind. Even launching torpedoes can cause the enemy ship to turn away. The Florida is going to retreat to the back of the map. He is not going to come forward. I don't think he's going to be any more forward than he was right then when he turned away from my torpedoes. Obviously, as a destroyer, this really wounded Colorado is nice, but you want to take out these cruisers. You want to identify them because they are the number one threat to your survival. The longer in the game you as a destroyer survives, thanks Comms Wheel for not doing your job, the better off your team is going to be. And in this scenario, my team does not need me to do anything. I don't need to go try to kill the Devonshire or the Colorado. Some people might try to go kill the Colorado. I am playing defense here against the Scharnhorst. I think I'm going to launch that second set right there, and I do, because the Scharnhorst is also going to make a push. You can see the Florida has retreated to the back of the map. Mission accomplished. The Scharnhorst is going to push forward. I launched my first set of torps hoping the Devonshire would back into them. Clearly that was a waste. I should have launched them both at Scharnhorst. Scharnhorst is going to eat 3 torpedoes. That's a ton of damage off his health. He is now less than half health. And I just move a little bit, not a lot, just move a little bit out of his detection range. He can't see me. I'm not going to light him up. I know that people might do that, but there's the Colorado lurking around the side of the island, or the Devonshire could make himself seen. I think that would be a bad mistake. So all I'm doing here is just keeping my spot on the Scharnhorst and the Colorado. That's all my team needs me to do. You don't have to do too much sometimes. It's a sports phrase or analogy called playing within yourself. I know that sounds autoerotic in some sort of way, but really, when you don't need to do more than what you are doing because what you are doing is enough. Me maintaining control of the Alpha Cap, spotting, judicious use of torpedoes is enough. That's all my team needs me to do. And so I encourage you, especially if you're a new player, new with destroyers, to play within yourself. Don't do too much. Do what your team needs you to do. My team needs me to spot. That's what I'm doing. And I'm encouraging fire at the ships that pose the most threat to me, because once they're removed, I will be able to operate with impunity in the battle space and across the map. All right, our team is flipping Charlie. The Nuremberg gets taken out by one of our dead teammates. And so now I see Devonshire is over there by the island, Florida very far away in the background. And I am going to turn here in a minute. Oh, Colorado creeping up. We are going to turn and torp at the Colorado. 1 salvo out, 2 salvos out. The Colorado takes a ton of damage from my teammates. He may not survive, but that's okay. If he hadn't been damaged, I wanted to kill him. Torpedoes are on their way. If he gets a lucky heal in there or something, he's going to still have a really bad day. He does have a bad day. Torpedo strike kill number 2. And again, I have not left the Alpha Cap because I don't need to. All right, Devonshire, I'm going to encourage my teammates to focus on him. The enemy team only has 3 ships remaining, Devonshire, Florida, and a destroyer. And so I am going to hit my second speed boost, and I've switched to armor piercing, which may have not really been a great idea. But anyway, we are going to do a run here on Devonshire. And I know what you're saying, hey, there's 30 seconds on your reload. Are you sure that you're going to get torpedoes in time for the Devonshire? And the answer is yes, friends. I am sure. The Gepard W is fast. It is not as fast as some of the other French destroyers like Les Terribles. So we're moving in here with our speed boost. As you can see, our reload is impending in 1 second and reloaded. If the Devonshire is broadside, which I don't think he is, I've got armor piercing. If he is not broadside, I have torpedoes, and he is not broadside. So we are going to launch the torpedoes. He's not really in an advantageous angle to shoot at me. We're just going to shoot 1 rack. I should have aimed up higher As you can see, auto ricochet off the hull, but he can't get away. Torpedo strike, kill number 3. All right, the Florida is dead, killed by a battleship that moved his way up the map. The last ship is the enemy destroyer, and I'm going to give you a little bit of spoiler alert. He is running away at the very back of the map. He will get spotted before we reach 1,000 points. We have all the cap circles. Our team dominated this game. We only lost 3 ships. The enemy team is going to end up losing 8 ships because this destroyer player ran away. And I mean, sometimes it's just like, you know what? I get it. Sometimes you want to run away just to be a dick, and that's what that guy did. All right. As the battle ends, let's move on to our favorite screen. As you know, it is the victory screen. All right. First Blood medal, devastating strike medal, got a bunch of other stuff, including 200 points for the bureau there. 52,955 total damage, 14 main battery hits, 6 torpedo strikes, 3 kills, 1 cap defended flag, 1 solo base cap. We ended up with 303,153 silver, 6,500 ship XP, 6,900 commander XP in the Gepard W. Top of the board, 2,359 base XP, 2 medals, 3 big kills down tier. I would say that's a pretty good match for yours truly. The enemy ship that survived was a Hot Saharu who didn't appear to contribute a whole lot to the match. All right, in a minute here, we're going to go into the port and take a look at our commander, Jean Lefierce, which is French for John the Fierce. I know you required my 7th grade French translation to... Oh, I'm sorry, it's Robin Lefierce. What? Is Robin a French name? I didn't think it was. All right, base trait, Corsair de la Couronne, pardon me. A minimal chance of destroyer HE shells causing a fire. Erich Bay and Blue Furiora fully maxed for your pleasure, 5% destroyer speed. With this build, we went with Observant Rage. Look at me now. Don't get me wrong, Reaching Out, the artist formerly known as Reaching Out XXL, very tempting, but I think you need a little bit of concealment here, so we went with Look at Me Now in row 2. Row 3, I went with Glass Cannon. As you can see, increase your accuracy and shell grouping, and gave up Perceptive. And I gave up Perceptive because in row 4 we have Twist and Track. It is not a 3rd row skill on this commander. So must be nice. I would love it if they moved all the Twist and Tracks to the 4th row, but they didn't. Unique skill, Anam du Roi. Maybe you could do a fire build with that. With Rather Be Torching, XXL, I think, in row 2, and this unique skill underneath. Yeah, I just don't see that. I'm sorry, Rather Be Torching is right there. I'd burn it down, XXL, maybe in row 2. I just don't think Anam du Roi is that valuable for French destroyers unless they come out one with a really, really nice fire chance. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe down below. I ran out of time. That's the video.
Attention! Reporting the target position! Concentrate fire on the foe's warship! Engine boost activated. Speed up. Teammate, I need your support. Attention! Reporting the target position. Return to that area, quickly! Enemy battleship sighted! Here she comes! Engine boost deactivated! Slow down! Spotted! Hide! All stations, requesting fire support. He's been spotted! Hide! Concentrate fire on the foe's warship. All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Concentrate fire on the foe's warship. Our team is leading! Hooray! Enemy battleship sunk! Well done! Our victory is in sight! Keep going! Attention!
Problem
Reporting
solved,
the target
Capitan.
position! Engine boost activated. Speed up! We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. Beyonce! Battle ends in 5 minutes. Hold steady.